Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. It's a homecoming 2024 special. The Bulldogs defeated Coahoma 63-0 here at AL May Memorial Stadium. We're going to talk with head coach Jack Wright, linebacker Keshawn Thomas, and offensive lineman Fulton Ascherl while we take a look at exciting highlights from the game. Then we're going to introduce you to running back Chandler Chapman while we play 10 questions. Our last segment is tennis coach Sam Blackburn introducing us to his 2025 men's and women's tennis team. Stick around. Here on the field with Gulf Coast head coach Jack Wright, a 63-0 demolition of Coahoma here on homecoming. Jack, that was pretty much total team domination.
We played well, got off to a fast start and kept going, so very pleasing. Thought we had a really good week of prep. We took this game extremely seriously. We had a good plan on both sides of the football, and the kids went out there and executed that.
We'll start with the regulators. They held them to 64 total yards. That's really, really unheard of these days. What did they do today that you saw?
Just a little of everything. They kind of had some tendencies offensively, so we played to those a little bit. I think our kids did a great job of recognizing the formations that Coahoma was in and kind of adjusting to what we thought they might try to do out of those.
We're going to talk with Keshawn Thomas. I think he had 2 sacks. He's one of the leaders there on the linebacking core. What do you see from him?
Keshawn, we brought him a couple of extra times today. We have not been doing that with him much, but he can do anything. I mean, he's a great tackler in space. He can rush the passer. He can, open field tackle, do all the things that a good linebacker should do. We probably should have been bringing him more a little bit all year looking back on it, so I'm just glad he got a chance to show that skill set tonight.
I think Damani Dent had a couple of interceptions. What does he mean for y'all on the back end?
He's an instinctual player. Really reacted to the ball well tonight. Proud of him. He's put in a lot of work. Hadn't had a lot of picks, hadn't had a lot of balls thrown his way, but he did tonight, and it paid off for him.
Over 600 yards total offense, and really it's basically 2.5 quarters because of the running clock in the second half. What were y'all able to do offensively? Y'all didn't do anything wrong offensively.
We executed, things that we had been doing all summer well. Since the summertime, we went with our best plays and our best players, and I think that showed. All of our players feel comfortable with the things that we kind of, put in early in the process, and we just stuck with those things, and I think it really paid off, just kind of sticking with the plan tonight.
I think y'all were pretty clean, not a lot of penalties. I know that's important moving forward. You're trying to get stuff cleaned up.
Yeah, we've had some untimely penalties throughout the course of the season, some third down and some special team situations. So really good to see tonight that did not plague us. It's been a point of emphasis, and I think hopefully it's paying off.
Yeah, 2 quarterbacks with 200 yards passing. Both had great numbers, great completion percentages. Let's talk about Peyton Floyd because he really got to show what he can do.
Peyton, we have a ton of confidence in Peyton. He's a great player, comes from a great program in Alabama, put up a ton of production in high school, and he's done everything right here. Landon's played really well throughout the course of the year. It's tough to play 2 quarterbacks. We've done it some this year, but tonight, Peyton got to show everybody, how he can produce a quarterback. Really proud of him. Hard-working guy, knows the offense inside and out. We have a lot of confidence in him, like I said, but you don't always get to play at this level, so he deserved to play, he deserved to be in there, and I'm just proud that he played well.
And, you always play a lot of guys, but, Jeremiah Foxworth got probably some extra opportunities, and he really shined. 5 catches, I think like 170 yards.
Jeremiah's an explosive player. Difficult to cover one-on-one. He was the 4A player of the year coming out of Columbia High School. We know what he can do in practice. He's behind some experienced players, some older receivers, so he hadn't always had the chance to get in there, but he did tonight, and he made plays. He did tonight what we see in practice out of him a lot.
Game 8 of the regular season, you got one more left, short week for Hines. What do you have to do to get ready for them?
We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to take a deep breath. we did a good job of prepared for Coahoma. We did not take, this opponent lightly, and we've got to do the same thing with Hines. We've got to come in here tomorrow morning and start getting ready for those guys. But we're going to relax tonight. We're going to kind of sit down, maybe watch a college football game, and we know we got our work cut out for us starting tomorrow.
Clinch the playoff spot actually with the results from Thursday night, so we know we're going in the playoffs. We just got to try and close it out and keep rolling headed into the postseason.
Yeah, we always have our eyes on the postseason here. That's our goal, is to get there, to get in. We know we will always play a tough opponent by the time you get to that point in the season. Not sure exactly who or when that is right now. That'll play out, but just proud these guys can extend the season and have a chance to keep playing.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the field with sophomore linebacker Keshawn Thomas from Ocean Springs. Keshawn's got his little buddy Prince here. Prince, 3-year-old.
What's up?
What's up? All right, Keshawn, a big night for you guys. You held them to 64 total yards. What did y'all do tonight to kind of get things unleashed?
I think the extra days, the 9 days, really got us right. So we was able to get a little bit more preparation in and actually find ourselves, because a little bit slacking, we kind of found who we are, got a little team bonded in, and it made us ready to go this week.
You had a couple of sacks. It sounded like maybe they brought you a little bit more than they have the rest of the season.
Yes,
what did you do different today?
I really just trusted what I've been doing in practice all week. I've been just going off the edge a lot, just trying to learn new things, to just figure myself out, and tonight I brought that out.
Back behind you, Damani Dent had a couple picks. What did you see from him and the rest of the DBs today?
Coming from Damani, I know he's a great player. We joke around a lot, but he's a great player. I know I never got to worry about him making any mistakes, and if he does, he gonna correct it, and that's what I love about, and that's all the DBs.
You got to watch an offensive show from your offense. What did you see from those guys today?
Perfection. I feel like they was all dialed in. All this week actually just dialed in, knew what they wanted, and they know how they wanted to approach this game. So I feel like from the receivers, O-line, backs, quarterbacks, everybody just dialed in, and they all hit on all cylinders.
You got one game left in the regular season. What are y'all going to do to get ready for Hines?
Same thing we've been doing the last 8 weeks. Same thing. We can't change nothing. Just keep doing it, being ourselves.
Keshawn, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Prince.
You got something to say?
Prince.
Woof. Hey. Here on the field with sophomore offensive lineman Fulton Ascherl from Bay St. Louis. Fulton, 630-plus yards of total offense. Keshawn just used the word perfection. He said, talking about how y'all played. How do you think you played as an offensive group?
I think perfection, honestly, that's about as close as you can get, really. 630, that's a huge number. I think, the starters really didn't get a whole lot of play time. I think the young guys came in, I think they did phenomenal. I think they did great. Passing the ball, rushing the ball. What were the passing totals,
Both quarterbacks went over 200 yards. So.
That's absolutely phenomenal. That's awesome. So everybody did a great job tonight. It was a combined team effort. And it just feels good to get a win like that and to put up yards and points and do as well as we did tonight. It's a great feeling overall.
I felt y'all were a little bit cleaner. I didn't look at the penalty numbers, but it felt like y'all were a little bit cleaner tonight. Have y'all been trying to clean that stuff up?
All right, that's been a huge focus in practice this week, and that kind of stuff's not acceptable. And we did a great job, a better job tonight. Not getting penalized, like pre-snap stuff and stuff like that, and as well as like all other stuff like offensively and defensive penalties. We did a better job tonight, and that was great practice this week.
Gotcha. The regulators held them to, I think it was 64 total yards. I mean, that's really hard to do in college football these days. What did you see out of them this week getting ready and today?
So all week, they're a great front defensive line. I'll start with that. They've got a bunch of guys that are going to go in and rotate, and they're all playmakers. We got some great linebackers, and our back end's good too. And so, in college football, everybody's good, especially in this league. I mean, they're all getting recruited, and they're all fast and big and strong, and it's good to do something like that against a really good team.
Jeremiah Foxworth had a big day, 5 catches, I think 150, something like that, 170 yards. You guys have probably seen him do that in practice a lot. What was it like to see him excel out there?
Jay Fox is my boy. I love that guy. I like to, walk around and give him a hard time all the time, but he did really good tonight. I'm really proud of him. That's a good dude. He puts up a lot of numbers like that in practice that aren't official, and I'm glad that he got to show out on a stage like this tonight.
One more game left in the regular season. You got Hines, got a short week. What do you have to do to get ready for that?
We're just going to have to get back in the building tomorrow. We're going to watch film from today and correct any mistakes that we had. But, Hines is, anytime you're playing in the South, it's going to be a dogfight. So they've beaten some good teams. I think they beat Jones. But, they're going to come and they're going to want to put it to us. So we're excited for that one.
Congratulations, Fulton.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Left center field. Hendon waits for it. He's got it. William Carey is back to the NAIA World Series. They win it 11-4. William Carey finishes the regular season 15-3, winning it here at home 78-70. The Crusaders are conference champions.
Let's meet running back Chandler Chapman when we play 10 questions.
How y'all doing? Chandler Chapman. Originally from Slidell, Louisiana, moved to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and running back for Gulf Coast. Bay St. Louis, it's nice. It's on the beach, good weather, nice people, good food, real nice town. I started playing football when I was around 6 years old, real young. When I started, I don't think I was that good, but it took about 2 years for me to get good. Around 8 years old, I started getting really good. The opportunities it brings and the health benefits it comes with, keep me in shape, keep me on a good schedule, stuff like that. Bouvier, real cool dude, laid back. He gets the job done, tells us what we need to do, keeps us level. When we having bad games, good games, never too high, never too low. I'd say Miss Reed is my favorite teacher. She's my environment business class. She has a lot of fun stories to tell and keeps the class going. We watch a lot of movies and stuff. It's just a calm class. My favorite athlete is Cam Newton. I just like the swag he brought to the game, and he's a real good leader. I like how he's well spoken, so that's my favorite player. Favorite musical artist is Drake. He's very versatile, sing, rap, do a lot of things. He got a song for every mood. Favorite song, off the top of my head, I'd say Fireworks with Alicia Keys. Favorite superhero is Hancock. I like how he carry himself. Like he got a really I don't care attitude, and yeah, he's a superhero, but he doesn't act like one. The first person I think is my mom, because she didn't even want me to play football, but she's also a person that says if you start something, you always got to finish it. First guest would probably be my teammate, Brandon Hines. This dude's a character. Had to bring him on, lighten the mood, so I wouldn't be nervous. We played football together. Since we was around 8 years old, we played football all the way growing up.
Coach Sam Blackburn has his men's and women's tennis teams pointed towards the 2025 season. Let's talk with Coach Blackburn about his teams and his new assistant coach.
We've got a deep, experienced women's team this year. We've got a lot of sophomores, a lot of girls that were on the team last year that are bringing a lot of experience and depth to our team this year. We added a few freshmen, which of course helps with our depth as well, that I'm really excited about. But we've got a strong team that I think when we're all grooving, working together, playing our best tennis is going to be really dangerous in the conference and in the country this year. Our international sophomores, Danique Vermeeu, we'll start with her. She's an outstanding young lady, has a really big game, and when she catches fire on the court, she can beat anybody. We saw her do it last year as a freshman, and I think she's grown as a player, just as a person, just in her development for her sophomore year. So really excited to see her just hit the ball this year and really just make a lot of noise in the conference and in the country as well. Valeria, is our other sophomore international girl. She's an outstanding young lady that works really hard. She's feisty. She doesn't like to lose. She's got a great, just all-around game, especially from the baseline. I've seen her improve moving forward in her confidence there, and I know that she's going to continue to grow there as well in her all-around game. She's got a great mentality, and she's tough to beat. So happy to have Valeria and see what she does. Just excited to see what she does in her sophomore year. Lauren Sullivan, she's really feisty on the court. She does not like to lose. She's going to do whatever it takes out there. She's got a great, solid, just foundational game. Forehand, serve are both good. She's going to be really tough to beat no matter who she plays this year. Dallas Tanner, quiet, sneaky, but loud on the court as far as letting her racket do the talking. She plays hard. She has a great game. She's not easy to win points against, no matter who who it is. And I'm excited to see her continue to improve and grow as a player and as a person this year. Mackenzie Dubrow, she was an outstanding doubles player last year. She got in the singles lineup, a pretty good bit. Expecting good things from her this year as well. She's a girl that just brings good energy to every single match, every single practice, and her enthusiastic, aggressive game makes her dominant on the doubles court. So excited about her sophomore year this year. Freshman, we've got Meredith Matthews. She is just one of those players that is just going to do whatever it takes, whatever you say to do. She's going to do it with 110% effort. She's got a great, solid, game as far as she can kind of do anything moving forward, stay at the baseline. She's looking to improve, she's hungry to improve, and she's going to continue to do that with her work ethic and the foundation that she has. Reagan Meadows has a solid game, all around great person, great tennis player. She's going to do really, really well here. She's got the attitude and the work ethic for it. She's got a great just doubles game that's going to translate over to singles really well. And she's just a good energy leader at practice, and excited to see her continue to grow as the year goes on. Isona Arnas, our Spanish freshman, just can go all day long, just from the baseline, can hit a million balls if she needs to, do whatever it takes to win. And that's really what she's going to do. She's going to do whatever it takes to win this year. She's getting better at kind of developing all-court game. And as she continues to do that, she's going to become more dangerous as the year goes on. Carla Bethay, she has never, I don't think, ever gone a day without getting extra work in after practice, before practice, whatever it is. I've seen her grow just in the last few weeks as a player, and her work ethic, her energy, and her presence she brings makes the team better, and really happy to have her. Conference is never, is never going to be easy. We got a lot of good teams. We've got second, I think, in conference the last couple of years, and especially the girls come back from last year, they got second. In conference and in region, where they were not happy about it, and so I know there's a lot of motivation there to get out of that second place area and jump up to first. But we got a lot of tough teams. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the competition, and I know the girls are gonna get better as the conference season rolls. Our men's team this year has a lot of freshmen on the team, a lot of youth, but a lot of talent at the same time. These guys are going to be, this is going to be a team that really grows a lot together as the year rolls on. We've got a few sophomores that are really leading the way good for these freshmen, showing them the ropes and teaching them how this college tennis thing works. And so excited for this men's team, excited to see them continue to grow as young men, but as tennis players, and I think they're going to be really dangerous for anybody they play this year. So we'll start with our international sophomores, leading the way with Vicente Faria. He's dangerous, no matter who he plays. He had some really big wins last year as a freshman. I'm expecting, big things from him as a sophomore. Excited to see where he grows, just how he continues to just grow as a man, as a player, and excited to see him just use that lefty serve and forehand to just beat people this year. It's gonna be fun. Gonzalo Cotter, he's from Spain, and when I think of a guy from Spain, I think of just like a fighter, and that's exactly what he is. He's a gamer. He loves to play, he loves to compete, big forehand, big serve, and when he's on, he can make anybody unhappy that he's playing against. Jeremiah Layton, one of our other sophomores, is just the definition of do whatever it takes. He's going to do whatever it takes at practice, during matches. He's going to leave it all on the court. He's got an all-around solid game, and he's not easy to play against. He did really well last year as a freshman in the lineup, and excited to see him what he does this year. Smith Walker is our last sophomore there, in no particular order, of course, but Smith is, I could tell that guy to run through a brick wall, and he's going to say yes, sir, and just do it. He's really, he's confident on the court, he's aggressive, he plays big, he plays to win, and that's got him a lot of wins in the past, and it's going to be the same way this year. Freshmen, got a lot of freshmen, a lot of talented freshmen. We'll start with our guy from out the country, Moritz, from Germany. Moritz has got a really big game. He hits the heck out of the ball, and I can put him up against anybody. I think he's got a chance to win. So excited to see Moritz grow as a player. He loves to compete. I love his energy, and that's going to get him a long way in the college side of tennis. But Nick Delaney is just a gritty lefty that's going to make a ton of balls, and he's very frustrating to play against for anybody, including me, hitting against him. He's tough. So excited to see him annoy some people on the other side of the net and get a lot of wins this year. Easton Van Norden is just wants to do whatever it takes to get better. He's going to stay after practice. He's going to ask me to get work in before practice in the morning before class, and that's going to make him an incredible player. He's already a great player. I'm excited to see him continue to grow all-around game, and the guy's only been playing a few years, so I'm excited to see him just where he goes with the sport. Ryland Buford is a fantastic player, fantastic young man, huge game. Can beat you off the court with his ground strokes, with his serve. Moves forward really aggressively and confidently. He's going to thrive here, and he's already doing so. Excited for Ryland. Connor Hartfield, I love his feistiness, his energy. We're doing near condition. He's yelling, staying pumped up. His enthusiasm really makes us better. He's got a big game. When he's on, he's tough. So excited to have Connor, and he's going to do a lot of good things. Jordan Mitchell is just an outstanding player. He's super athletic. Can do anything with the ball, whether he's behind the baseline or moving forward to the net. He's crafty. He's got good hands. He can hit the cover off the ball when he wants to as well. So excited to see him just use his ability just throughout the year, and to see his abilities continue to just grow and to do anything that he wants to on the court with tennis ball. They're really fun to watch, and excited to have him here. The conference is going to be really tough. We have a lot of good teams, good players, but what's really, really exciting to see, we have some guys that are at the very top there. Vicente and Gonzalo winning the ITA regional tournament, playing, Ryland and Moritz in the finals, which was incredible to have us face in the finals. It shows our depth, I think. They made the spotlight in the national side of things, and it shows they're one of the best duos in the country, and I think it shows that we have a lot of depth and are going to be one of the better teams to watch this year. Yeah, I think our goals as a team, I think we know what we're capable of. I think we know we can do a lot of good things in the conference, but in national play as well. I think this team has the ability to win conference, to win region. I think this team has the ability to, maybe set some career highs in the rankings as a team, and sky's the limit for this team, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Chris and I have a long, just friendship, but just foundation of just Gulf Coast in our background. We met here, we're teammates here at Gulf Coast, and we played together here for a couple years, and so we have a really good foundation as far as just we call this place kind of home, and this is two of the best years of our lives. Chris is an outstanding guy, but outstanding coach, was a really good player, and brings a lot of great factors to our team that have already made us better, made me better already as a head coach, and he's going to continue to do so. He works hard. He wants to see our team get better, and he's going to do whatever it takes to do that. So excited to have Chris, and he's already just made our team and our program just one of the best.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. We'll be right here next week after Gulf Coast entertains Hines at ALMA Memorial Stadium. We'll see you then.